everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Lions going up against the Browns. With that, let's get up to Cleveland. We're standing by our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Muscles him off. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Green 39! From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And we look now at the Lions offense.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Red zone opportunity. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll look to throw again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So a couple failed attempts here for the ground game, assuming you pass here on third.
Doesn't look like you're getting anywhere running the ball at all, so I would agree with you on that one. You've got to think about going to the air to try and pick up the yardage you need.
Anything in particular you look for on third and long?
I don't think you go play action here. Just go back in the pocket, get out your hands pretty quickly, and let your receivers do the work.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And a look at the defense now. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-all is the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after here coming up. It's good to make it 17-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards that time and a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Detroit.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
117. Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Surveying the field. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40, past the 20. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter. Indeed, indeed.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he'll bang that one through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, But in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 2nd and 2 coming up. The connection is made in the middle of the field. And after the short pass, he'll score. He'll take the early advantage. Browns have it at the 4. Here we get a quick pass and completion. This play goes for a score. We're brand new at 7. Lions have it early in the 2nd. Fantastic run blocking here. And he'll take it in for the touchdown, which takes the lead to 10. We move late into the 2nd. The pass is completed into tight coverage, and the play will come to an end after a gain of 30. Still late stages of the 2nd. The connection will be made from the gun, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Deficit shrinks to 6.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of